Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Stack and Perpetrator here. Today's video we're going to do some mail call. And, been waiting on this. Something new I want to start because I have a few coins that I've stacked up. And let's open her up and see what we got. And because of this bubble mailer and the tape, I can't use the letter opener, so we have to do it the hard way. Sorry about that. Get this situated back where it's supposed to be. Sorry about that. Let's see what we got here. Well, I don't know if you noticed, the mail people are not the greatest. And let me take a look and see if that's paperwork. Yeah. Unfortunately, they sent it in this bubble mailer. And when it came, it already had a ding, but miraculously, this survived the mailing system and the seller's packaging. This is the Library of Coins, Standing Liberty Quarters, 1916 to 1930. I got this album because I had amassed enough coins to where I felt it was time to start working on an album set. I'm not going for high-grade coins, so I don't mind putting coins in this, even though, like I've stated many times, I do not know the paper quality of this album type. I do, however, like these albums, and Silverstruck commented in one of my videos. He said it was kind of cool to see, you know, people collect vintage coins, and here I'm putting vintage coins into vintage albums. So that was a good, but I just feel these albums are appropriate for circulated and worn coins. I just feel these are fitting albums to do that versus getting a higher end album such as the Littleton or a Dansko. I got Danskos for my Barber series, but I got a pretty good deal on those. So buying these are getting to be collectible now, so they range in prices, and you spend a lot of time looking at photos trying to find one when you do want one, trying to find one that somebody hasn't wrote in, put marks in it, and prices and all that. So what we're going to do, I'll set that aside, get that out of the way. I went through my I had a tube and a half of Standing Liberty Quarters, and then I had some that I showed you in previous videos, the 17 type 1. The type 1, just for quick reference, the eagle is really close to where it says $quarter down here, and there's no stars. The type 2, so take a look, I have these in order. The type 2 has the three stars between the eagle and where it says $quarter. You can see that right there, those 3 stars. This is a pretty nice coin right here. This is a, what is this? This is a 25 Philly. The mint mark on these will be, let me get my letter opener. The mint mark on these will be that lower star where my letter opener is pointing, just to the right of that star is where the mint mark will be. And I think I have a 17S I showed you before in a previous video, and The mint mark will be right there at the tip. You should be able to see the S right there at the tip of my letter opener. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, go through, break the ones out that I have carded up, and then I have some stacked up, and then I will bring you back so we can see how far in the book we got. I know there's one spot they put it in here, the 16. I will probably never fill that. That's the mintage key right there. There is one other one that people chase. Might be the 23S. I'm thinking it's the 20 or the 27S. Yeah, 23S is a little over 1 million, but the 27S is also a key date. If you take out the 16, the 1916, then the 27S is the key date. The 26S, yeah, that's the one. So anyways, let me pause the video. I'll bring you back in just a few minutes, or in video time it'll be just a blip. Alright, it was that quick. We're back. I thought while I was doing this, I forgot to bring these over. These are the tubes that I have of Standing Liberty quarters. I buy nothing unless it has a date. It has to have a date, and where the mint mark goes has to be visible for me to even buy it for stacking, but I figured I had enough to get a start. I had some of the nicer ones carded up. This just happened to be one. Somehow I got two of the 27s. So I put the one that was already loose in the album. Let's see where we got. We got 17 type 1 and a 17S type 2. Or type 1, I'm sorry, type 1. Those are the ones like I showed you. No stars under the eagles. So I got a lot of work to do on the first page. Some of these are harder to find than some of the other ones. But I'm not in a hurry. This is more for... I'm doing this because I stack. As I showed you, I was stacking them anyways. And I figured with everything else, I would just have some fun. The longest part was deciding which album I wanted to go with. And I found this album, which is pretty nice looking for vintage. So we get on the second page. Got quite a bit done here. The 25 Philly, the 26 Philly, 26D, 26S, the 27, the 27D, the 27S is the mintage key if you don't count the 16. So that one will take, I'll probably have to pay up to get that one. I may buy one of these, but I'm not going to buy a 16. I'll have to get lucky and find a no date that turns out to be a 16. So we got the 28, the 28D, got the 29, the 29S, the 30, and the 30S. And then there was no quarters minted in 31 because you started with the Washington quarters in 32. So overall, you've seen I have two of these for Benji sets, Franklin's, and then I have one for the Walking Liberty halves. That's the part 2 book, 37 to 47. I do like these. Like I said, if you choose to do these, I would not recommend putting AU or BU coins in them, because even though I've started doing this, I have no idea what the paper quality is. I don't know if it will tone the coins. I will find out though, and that's why I'm running circulated and not exactly better coins in here. This is, even though this is an album collection and considered a numismatic, I still consider, because these are low grade coins, these are all, everything here is a junk bin find. Some of them look better than others, like this 28. This 28 here looks really good. But for now, even though this is numismatic because I'm putting it in albums because of the coin grades, I still, hang on. Oh, excuse me. Couldn't stop that one from coming on. But this is, because they're low grade coins, I still consider this part of my stack. Just doing the album is part of numismatics. Is just, this is more for fun, and it's because I have the coins. So now when I'm searching the junk bins and I run across them, I will write these down and look for these other dates. I will still combine, even though I have some of these, I will still continue to buy the ones that are dated and have the mint marks visible. I will still buy those for my stack. Like I said, I don't buy these. Now, the type 1s, because there's only the 16 and then the 17s are type 1. I will buy those with no dates, because there's die markers that you can look for to see if it's a 16. But if it doesn't match the die markers for the 16, even though it doesn't say 17 on it, if it's a type 1, doesn't fall into the 16 category, it's automatically a 17. And in the case of the 17S, that's the one where there's no date down here. I did another video when I got this coin. There's no date here. 1917 is not visible at all, but the S mint mark, so that automatically made it a 17. Would be no different here. If you had no date but you could see a D, you would automatically, it automatically would make it a 17D. And so even the no date ones, the no date type 1s, I will still buy those and put those away. And they're on low mint, except for the 17 Philly. I mean, you look, 8 3/4 million, but you look at the 17D, 1.5 million, and the 17S is only a 2 million mintage. So they are low mintages, except for the Philly. So these would be worth having. Anyways, let me know what you think down below. Next video, another video, I'll get into the walkers. We got a fill and a swap. Let me know what you think down below, and we will see you in another video.